You're participating in the Future of Trans Visibility panel here today. How do you hope conversations like this one push trans visibility in Hollywood forward?
I hope in a conversation like this that people within the industry realize that we need to take a stand against any cultural backlash that we're experiencing, and that culture is what really pushes us forward. It pushes legislation forward. So the more authentic representation that we have, the more truth and the vibrancy in our lives that people can see, I think the better impact it's going to have directly on the lives of trans people in this country and the rest of the people in this country. Because what affects us as trans people and our rights has an impact on everyone else's rights as well. So when we all realize how much we have in common and that we're all fighting for the same thing, we progress as a culture.
We're at the Raising Our Voices event. What's your message to allies in Hollywood? Why is now the time for them to raise their voices and speak out about trans rights?
Now is the time to raise your voice because, again, there's a sound check going on. All right. No, now is the time to stand up and raise their voices along with ours because, again, what happens to trans folks affects everyone. And if they attack us and they attack our rights, they're opening the door to attack everyone else's rights. So this is the time to take a stand and say that, we respect and we support everyone in this country. And everybody wants to be entertained. And it's our job to provide entertainment for everyone. And that means showing authentic representation of all the diverse groups of people here and taking a stand whenever anyone is feeling themselves being sort of attacked or pushed down.
This event is all about accessibility, representation, equity, and diversity and inclusion in Hollywood. How would you say that embracing those principles makes the content coming out of Hollywood just better?
Well, you can see all the shows that have come out, whether it's Pose or Transparent or Baby Reindeer, have had a big impact. They've been profitable, they've been popular, and whenever you show true, authentic voices, it's so nuanced that it speaks to what's universal in all of us, right? So we don't need to have niches because, again, what happens in our community, what impacts us, what we care about, what we're concerned about, is the same thing that everybody else is going through. But when you get to look at it through a different perspective, sometimes it hits you a little bit differently. Sometimes you can really come to understand something when you see it through somebody else's eyes or when you take a walk in someone else's shoes. And that, again, that's the power of media. That's the power and what's beautiful about, television and about film. It gives you an opportunity to walk in someone else's shoes and teach you something about yourself.
For you, the final season of 911 Lone Star is about to premiere at the end of this month. What are you excited for fans of the show to see in the new season?
I'm so excited for people to see just how much each character has grown and the new challenge that they're going to face this season. I mean, of course, you're going to have the explosions, you're going to have the crazy disasters, but there's a lot of interpersonal stuff going on between all the characters. I'm particularly excited about seeing what's going to play out between Paul and Marjan in the first couple episodes. From besties to rivals, I think is a real fun story to play out, and they do not disappoint in how they explore that this season.
Finally, what are you going to miss most about being on the show?
I'm going to miss going to work with my family and friends. We really grew together as a unit. The storytelling has been amazing and powerful throughout the 5 seasons, but we've really bonded. I mean, we've gone through a pandemic together. We've gone through strikes together. We've gone through disasters, real and fictionalized. And it just really brought us together as a family, and I just enjoyed going to work every day with everyone on it. So I'm going to miss that.